Hello, welcome. Today we are checking out some indie games. We're checking out Dome Keeper, which I've played before. Um, there's a demo on Steam, which you can check out. Slime Rancher 2, which is in early access. And then later on, I'm going to check out Moonscars, which is on Game Pass, just came out. I actually haven't played it at all yet. So it's like a Metroidvania Souls-like kind of thing that looked kind of interesting. So we're gonna check that out. Um, as kind of like a first look kind of deal. But first up, I want to jump into Dome Keeper, and I want to remind you as I'm doing this that we are still raising money for Extra Life. So if you can donate, that'd be great. The link is in the description. You can also just go to voxavoice.com/donate and donate there. We are on our way to 250, which is fantastic. Let's see, let's find out how I can pull this game up. You can hear it, but you can't see it. I think it's this. Is this it? Maybe not. Specific window. Dome Keeper. There it is. Too big. That's fine. We can adjust that. Way too big. There we go. That's probably good. No, we're not quite. We're not quite there. Move it up a little bit. Whatever. We're good. You can see it. You can see it. You can hear it. Hopefully you can hear it. Just a little bit of music right now. Dome Keeper. This is like a roguelike game where you not detecting my controller. There it goes. Kind of. Oh, there we go. It's a roguelike, but also you also do some mining, and you have a dome. I don't have too much unlocked right now. We got a laser dome. I have not unlocked the sword dome. We have two different keepers, but I have not. Oh, not yet available. So, coming soon. We have gadgets. Shield. Not yet unlocked. Not yet unlocked. And then two different modes. Not yet unlocked. I don't really know. It doesn't really say what you need to do to unlock some of these things, but basically what we do here is we come to this planet, and hey, what's up, Lee? And Facebook user, I'm assuming, is Derek. I don't know why it's coming up as Facebook user. Lee's coming up as Lee. Yeah, we come to this planet, and we first off, we come down here and we open up our Drillbert guy. This is a thing that I've kept from another run. You unlock these, I forget what they're called, modules or something like that. You find them in as you mine around, and you can keep one of them between runs. It's really the only thing you keep between runs. And what we do is we find these resources, and we kind of pick them up and tether them up to our base. And after a certain amount of time, what'll happen is some alien creatures will attack. So we've got to be on the lookout for those. Oh, you found some stuff. There's a couple of different kind of resources. This is cobalt, which is used to repair your base. That other stuff that I found was a very general resource. We can look here. We can see down in the corner there your inventory. We have 3 of those yellow cubes, which are your general resource. 0 of the blue circles, which are water, and then 1 triangle, which is the cobalt, which is what you mostly use to repair your base. So what we got here is 3 of the general resource, and we've got some things we can spend it on. So we've got, this is your dome upgrades, and then we've got your suit, which you can get better drill, you can get better speed, better carrying capacity. You can upgrade the laser on the dome, which helps you shoot and attack things. There's a shield on the dome that you can upgrade, and then there's Drillbert, which is the little drill raptor I have, and I can upgrade him too. We don't have too many resources, so the things we really want to focus on right now is definitely the hostile proximity meter, and we want to do the health meter for the base, because that's important. So you can see down there now in the corner, the enemies are pretty close, so we can start the battle here. And it just kind of zooms out here, and I have control of this laser that I can use to attack these monsters. So first wave, pretty easy, but it gets harder as it progresses, that's for sure. And Drillbert guy, he kind of will mine on his own in a straight line. Eventually, when you get over to the sides here, it will, it's unmineable. It's like a solid wall, so he'll stop. He isn't smart enough to turn around. You have to do that manually. But you can upgrade him to, so he's smarter and will do that automatically. But it's deceptively easy, I would say, because early on it seems like, oh, I'm making quite a lot of progress and everything like that. And then all of a sudden the waves get harder and resources get a little bit more rare. And yeah, you start taking a lot more damage and things get a little bit more tougher. And because it's a roguelike, you don't carry over much from run to run. In fact, you don't carry over anything other than the one like module thing you choose to carry over. And so far I've found things like well, this Drillbert, obviously there's a like a stun gun that kind of works automatically. You don't have to manually use it. It kind of stuns the enemies as they come at the base. An elevator, which is really nice. It will, so he'll fall down there and he'll start mining again. The elevator kind of works pretty slowly. It's not very quick, but it'll bring resources up that you put in it up to the base. A scanner, which is really useful. That's probably the most useful thing that I've found yet. A bomb that'll clear out a big chunk of zone. He falls asleep too. You can upgrade that so he stays awake longer. Let's see. We got water and cobalt, which by itself doesn't really help me out much. Almost everything needs the yellow resource. Most things down here need water as well. Here we go. You can kind of learn that you don't have to break every dirt block in order to find everything, because if you kind of do it in blocks of in rows of 2, you can discover everything that there is, just by virtue of, you know, I can see that what's in there, I can see what's in there, so I don't actually have to break everything in between. So you can be a little bit efficient that way. But also when you're bringing some of this stuff up to the surface, it can be a little cumbersome to leave all sorts of stuff in the way. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, you know. I'm pretty notoriously picky with roguelikes. Like, they need to be doing something real special for me to put up with them. And this one has a couple cool things going on with it that I really like. I'm gonna upgrade this. I think I like the exploration of the digging. It's pretty satisfying. It does seem, so far anyway, a little limited. Like, there isn't a whole lot of secret stuff necessarily to find, but you know, I haven't really been playing that much, so maybe there's some hidden stuff that I haven't found yet. How's the audio? Looks like it's maybe a little low. Can boost that up. It's not a very loud game. Like, there isn't any music or anything. There is a little bit when, like, you're getting attacked, but it's not particularly loud. Oh, nice. I got a different kind of guy flying around. He's invincible when he flies around in that kind of ghost state. Oh, look at this. He uncovered an upgrade here, so we can uncover this. Let's see what we unlock with this. Let's see, we got a lift, then we got a condenser. Has a machine under the dome that slowly produces water through condensation. That sounds pretty useful. And then there's this, shred the gadget, gain 2 cobalt. Now, that seems like, oh, you're wasting some cool gadget, but this could be super important, because cobalt's the only thing that can repair your dome. So if you're like literally one hit away from like losing the game, you could choose to shred this, and if you don't have any cobalt otherwise, it could save your game basically. So it's kind of a good option to have there if you are in, like, if you're desperate for it, you know. But I think we're gonna go with a condenser, because having like a steady supply of like any resource is pretty useful. And the lift is cool, but it's really slow at the beginning, and you know, I'm perfectly capable of carrying resources up to the surface. So I'm gonna go with the condenser and get some free water. I mean, why not? Solar Jetman, hunt for the golden warship. Yeah, Solar Jetman, that's a I believe that's a rare game, isn't it? That's in that Rare Replay. I think I played that in Rare Replay. There's a couple of Solar Jetman games. I honestly don't remember it that much, but I do remember it having, you know, like you being a little oh god, this guy's beating my dome up, man. You being a little astronaut guy and going around searching for pieces of your ship and stuff like that. I do remember that part of it. Yeah, I think Solar Jetman, I think that was in that replay. Rare Replay package. Alright, now we got a bunch of water. Let's do some upgrades on... Let's do some upgrades on our guy, or Drillbert. So, you can grow this treat that you can pick up and give him, and it'll give him like a boost, like a boost, an energy boost that'll give him a lot of energy, which is pretty cool. Drilling 300 hits, and then you can just give him a straight up energy boost. And then you can also give him this, which he'll turn around automatically when he hits a wall, which I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him the energy boost, then I'm gonna upgrade him so he turns around when he hits the wall. That seems pretty good. And then now we have the condenser, so now we have a whole upgrade tree for that as well. So let's see what we can upgrade here, if we can do anything. Reduces the time needed to condense 1 water. Wow, this requires a lot of the gold pieces. Keeps your primary gadget permanently overcharged without using up water. Condenser water production will be delayed after overcharging. Automation. I'm not totally sure what that means, but I can't afford it, so we're not gonna go with it. This is kind of a displays the current amount of stored resources. This just puts it on your screen permanently, so you don't have to come in here and do it. It's kind of like a throwaway if you have some extra resources. Same as the cycle counter telling you how many days you've survived. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't usually go with them too often, but they are there if you find it useful. What's this? Treat. Oh yeah, this is the treats. Yeah, why not? I'll give them some treats. overcharge him. Let's see. So we have some resources to pick up down here. See, as you look at him, look how fast he's going now. He's on a mission. He's like, I'm gonna poke some dirt. Bah. So as you can tell, that like the deeper you go, the longer your trips are down into this mine, and therefore the more important it is to do the upgrades where you move faster and you can carry more resources, because the time between when the alien when the alien waves come does not change. They come at the same intervals, the same amount of time between intervals. So you need to be able to do more in between their waves. So you have to upgrade some of your suit abilities and stuff like that. These are like a bunch of little alien guys that come and jump on your dome. Let's see. We didn't really... I really want a scanner. Scanner is really useful for not wasting time, like digging in a direction where there is just no resources. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's one of the most important gadgets to get. Like, I just wasted all that time looking in there thinking maybe I'd find something, and I didn't. Here we go. Alright, we found something good. Oh, nice cobalt. No. I don't have time. See, this is another thing. You get caught up in mining some stuff, and then before you know it, you've got assholes attacking your base. Story of my life, you know, all of a sudden you just got assholes attacking your base. Alright. This treat. Grab this treat from my dude. I don't know where he is. Over here, buddy. Ooh, you found some stuff. Nice. There you go. So, you know, in this particular case, having an elevator would have been cool. I could have dropped all this stuff off at the elevator and gone and picked up more stuff. But, you know, we made a choice. Oh boy, this is tough rock down here. I need to upgrade my drill. Hopefully I get enough material. This is on PC right now. Just came out this week. I think it's like 17 bucks on sale. Normally 20. But it's got full controller support. In fact, they recommend controller, so I imagine they plan on putting it out on console soon. So I don't think it would have any trouble being ported over to console. Alright, so we just upgraded our speed and our drill, so that should help us out a lot. Yeah. Then we got our buddy over here. We'll meet up with him. He'll get his treat. Yeah, the new yeah, I had to upgrade to a 3080 to run this. You know, the prices were right, so I was like, you know, I really wanted to play Dome Keeper, so might as well bite the bullet. But yeah, no, it's the 3080 is running good, and well, actually, the next game, believe it or not, Slime Rancher will put it under a little bit of stress. That game doesn't seem like it, but it's actually a pretty good-looking game, and it pushes the graphics card pretty hard, graphics and CPU. Come on, there you go. So one thing about those little guys, those groups of little guys that come, the stun gun that I was talking about, which is a gadget you can get, the stun gun works really great. Alright, whatever. Works really great on those guys. It just kind of, the stun gun does a little bit of damage, and they just kind of melt with the stun gun. So yeah, all the upgrades and the gadgets and stuff, they all have their little quirks and their little advantages and stuff. So ooh, this was a good vein. Wow, even more. That's one thing I do notice is, even though you know, the deeper you go, the longer it takes you to, you know, pull resources out and stuff like that. The veins tend to be richer with materials. So when you do find some materials, they tend to be worth the effort to mine and pull everything up, which is good. That was a rough battle. I gotta upgrade some stuff. I gotta upgrade my weapon. I gotta improve the speed. I also want to get a aim line so I can see where I'm shooting it. repair it a little bit. Let's boost up the shield too. That'll all help. That'll all help. Where's my buddy? Here you are. Here, eat this. Oop. More stuff. There's probably some stuff in this giant block here too. There could be. Not being super great about, super thorough in that regard. Let's see if we can upgrade something. We get 6. Yeah, let's upgrade the health. And that'll be all we can do. Oh, that's a pretty easy wave. I find the waves to be random. There are certain points where they obviously ramp up. There's definitely difficulty spikes. Like, you get bigger, badder enemies that come after you. But other than that, it's kind of like a mishmash of, you know, those flying enemies, the ones that come and like claw the dome, and then those clusters of enemies. Let's see. Oh, somebody donated. Thank you. I didn't. Unfortunately, the notification didn't pop up. I don't know why that was. Or maybe I just missed it. Oh, Derek, thank you. Yeah, I heard the sound, but maybe I gotta mess around with the actual layers, make sure it's where it needs to be. Oh, there he is. Heavy. What a load. Alright, after this next wave, we'll probably move on to the next game. Actually doing pretty good in this way, this round. Sometimes games, you know, it's randomly generated, so sometimes you get a bad map where you're just not finding any resources and you're getting owned on the waves and stuff like that, and you don't make much progress. But this one's actually pretty good. I'm finding a lot of resources and not finding a lot of gadgets, but the resources have been plentiful. Let me see, yeah, I've got some cobalt, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna also upgrade, make it a little bit stronger. And yeah, so that's Dome Keeper. I think it's pretty cool. I like the art too. The art is pretty good art style. And yeah, so you can pick that up on PC right now. The developer's right up there in the corner. Bippin' Bits. I think it's like their first game too, so pretty cool. And yeah, you can quit in the middle of a round and it'll save the progress, which is nice. Little updates here. So they've already pushed an update to it since it launched, which is nice. And yeah, so now let me load up Il Slime Rancher. Let me see about that. Overlay. Game name. Oh, you know why? I went from where are we? I went from 1440p to back down to 1080p canvas, and that meant everything that was off to the side of the screen does not show up on the stream. It's off the side of the canvas, so that's fixed now. Now we need the game. There she is. Alright, so Slime Rancher. I played this game a whole bunch last weekend. So much so that I think I broke it. I mean, it's in early access, so it's definitely not it's not balanced. It is detect. Let me do some stuff with the controller. We'll just use the keyboard. It's fine with me. Yeah, it's in early access. Just came out in early access. Sequel to, you guessed it, Slime Rancher 1, the original. And how's the audio on this? Seems a little loud. Not too much, but maybe I'll bring it down a little. This is a louder game. For sure. Okay. Yes, so Slime Rancher. What is Slime Rancher? It's a game where you capture slimes. This is a raccoon slime or a ringtail slime. You put them in pins. You feed them. You feed them and then you suck up their poop. You suck up their poop and you bring it over here, which you can see that, you know, this ringtail slime, which is, you can see down there, is worth $37. So you shoot it in there and then you get $37. So just to reiterate, you feed the slimes, you suck up their poop, and then you sell it for money. That's what you do. It's the game. I didn't make it. Anyway, that was pretty much the first game too, from what I understand. I didn't play too much of that one, but I do remember enough of it to know that that's what, that was the basic gist of it. So I know this one's pretty similar. Hey Lee, thanks. And look, it worked. The notification worked. Thanks for the donation, and look, we hit the 250. Awesome. That's great. All that money goes to the local children's hospital up here in Western Massachusetts. They use that to basically just improve the kids' quality of life while they're at the hospital. So like buying them technology stuff, TVs, iPads, any kind of stuff that they can use, game consoles, anything that can improve their stay there while they're at the hospital for whatever reason they're there. They're actually holding a in-person event soon in November that I believe I'm going to be attending. They don't just do video game stuff either, they also do board game events, which is cool. I don't really play too many board games, but you know, obviously in person that's a big thing to do, board games and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out when they do that in November, and I'm hopefully gonna have some coverage of that as well, like video coverage specifically. So look forward to that. But yeah, thanks Lee, and thanks for everybody who's donated. It really does mean a lot. But yeah, back to Slime Rancher, this crazy game. Basically, what you want to do is find out what the slimes like the best, and feed them that, and that'll give you even more. So they call it plort, even though it's clearly poop. But, you know, it's a kid's game, so it's called plort. Anyway. So this is the game. As you can see down in the corner, I already have $39,000. Not making a lot of progress over here with these chickens, but what are we gonna do, right? So these slimes, they like chickens, so we feed them chickens. Same thing with these. That's why I've got chickens in this area. Yeah, I've got $39,000 already. So money really hasn't been a problem in this game for a very long time for me. And it just feels like it was very easy to get this money. Look, and I just made another 10,000. Oh no, that's not 10,000. Another almost $1,000. So yeah, just the economy seems to be like not exactly the best, like the most balanced thing going on right now in this game. But I'm still having fun with it because, well, for one, it's really fun to play. Like, just doing this is satisfying, like sucking these things up. Like sucking these things up, shooting them into these things, these feeders, is satisfying. The speed at which you move around and stuff is satisfying. Like it feels like responsive, like almost like a Quake or a Doom, in terms of like first-person movement. So that helps. New, I can't really say specifically what's new because I really didn't play too much of the first one, but I do know that there are new slimes, and with that comes new, like, new things to collect to make the slimes happy. And I think obviously the land masses that you explore, which we're gonna do in a minute here, are new. I don't know if those teleporters are new. They're like all sorts of gadgets that you can build to help you get around. There's like this plort economy, as you can see right here. So every day these prices refresh. So like if I saturate the market with a lot of a particular plort, it will go down in price. So, you know, you don't want to focus specifically on one type of plort, but at the same time, you know, you get like just hundreds and hundreds of these plorts. So even if you're only getting like 10 coins for each one, you're still making tons of money. So it doesn't really add up to a whole lot to, you know, really be like, oh, be careful, don't, make sure you're only focusing on the most valuable stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're... I haven't really looked into what they're saying about that kind of stuff, if the developers are working on balancing it or anything like that, if that's what they're talking about, or if they're focusing on something else. All I know is that, like, that's kind of where I am with it right now. It's like money really hasn't been an issue for a long time. But as we'll see in a minute here, I'm still enjoying it because I'm spending my time doing... What's this? A chicken. Get out of here. I'm spending my time doing something else, which is exploring. Oh, we got somebody talking to here. What do you got for me? We got these people that we talk to, and it'd be nice if they had like a voice or a personality, like more of a personality. But they really just give you access to different different things you can build. Like you just gave me some kind of bush that I can use to decorate the area. I don't even know on keyboard what... Oh, gadget, here we go. So like you can come in here and there are utilities, warp, tech, but then there are like decorations. So like I can say, oh, I want to put a bush here. So now there's a bush here. Cool. So yeah, you can customize your area like that. And yeah, but the real fun here is to, you know, explore this big area here. We have this big map that we can check out. This is where you start, and this is like the whole first island that you can explore. There's, you know, a handful of different slimes that you can find, and different resources, like special resources that you can find. But then you eventually figure out how to get to these other islands, and this is where the game really starts to open up with a variety of different, probably the new types of slimes and new types of resources and stuff like that. So, you know, I've spent a lot of time here, so I think I'm gonna head over to here for the video today and see what we have there. That means I gotta go down here, and we got cat slimes. So, you know, how bad can this game be? Red slimes, pink slimes, all sorts of slimes. I think the game looks really great. Like, it has a really fantastic art style, and like I was semi-joking but not joking before about how it was gonna push my PC. It does. It pushes the graphics card pretty hard. I don't even have it on the highest setting, because if I do, it doesn't run super great. Like I need to turn it down a little bit in order to get a decently stable frame rate. And yeah, you just kind of, you know, head out into the wild blue yonder here, and like this slime that, you know, if you suck it up, it gives you coins. You know, there's gadgets that you can build, like there's a jetpack that I'm working on to build, and I will hopefully get that someday and be able to fly up there. I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need a hen. Most of this stuff, most of these slimes I already have. So like I can This is mostly what you want to do when you're out in the wild is find special material nodes like this. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not using the controller. Like that was a beehive that I got some buzz wax from. And then there are like secret doors, and I gotta find a plort, some special plort to shoot into the mouth of that. But I gotta figure out what plort it wants me to shoot into there, and I'm not entirely sure. Usually you can tell by the shape of it, but that's got like a weird, some hexagons on it, glowing eyes. I'm not sure. Ooh, that's a pretty sunset. Yeah, I mean, the game does look really nice. Cotton plort. Pink plort. Let's try some of that. Nope. Now the eyes are really going on. Wonder if it's one of these. Still cotton plort. Need some food to give. Food seems to be in short supply in these parts. You find these research drones too around, they kind of give you a little bit of story about what's going on. And there is some story going on. It isn't really fully spelled out. I don't know if it's all in the game yet or anything like that. But there's some mysterious stuff going on in this area. You do play as as far as I know, the same character from the original game, but you come to this special island because there's these weird happenings going on with these slimes. So some people contact you and are like, hey, you know about slimes, there's some weird stuff going on here, maybe you should come check it out. So there's some mysteries going on. See, here's another mysterious door. I don't know. I don't see any mouth to feed there. Ooh. Sometimes there are mean slimes. Just kind of gotta show them who's boss and shoot them. Doesn't really seem like I can do much here. maybe I can. Maybe I just gotta follow this path. Give me the honey. Yeah, this is like I said, this is the part of the game that I really like, is exploring these areas and getting to know them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I died. Dying's really rough because you not only get sent back to your base, but you also lose everything in your inventory permanently. It's not like you can go back and pick it up. All those resources respawn, but it's rough. It's also kind of easy to, like that, accidentally fall in the water. Yeah, it's kind of rough. That's probably, like, in terms of just, like, playing the game criticism, probably my biggest gripe with it is that. It's just too easy to accidentally fall in the water. I've done it so many times. Then, like, I get sent back here and, like, I don't really want to be here. Like, I don't care about tending to my slimes right now, which is, I guess, probably a problem with the game as well. Because, like, I should care about tending to my slimes, because the game's called Slime Rancher, and that should be a major part of the game, but because I have so much money, I don't need to be really doing all of this busy work. Somebody else has got something for me. Grandma's sending me that grass, man. She's sending me that ember grass, you know what I mean? And there's down here we've got all these things that we can spend money and resources on to upgrade. So there's a little bit more of a incentive to get all of the slimes and find all of the different kinds of special resources, like power core. I need to get 10 baddie slimes, baddie plorts, in order to upgrade this power core. The jetpack, I need to get more radiant ore in order to purchase this. But so yeah, you know, I would need to do that. which I could. I do want to, which is probably the next thing I'm gonna do. Which I could go and work on that right now, actually. As soon as I want to... carrot supply was a little low. So I'll suck this up and... So if you don't keep them fed, they get a little angry. Not that it matters too much if they're in the pens, they can't do too much, although it is possible that they could escape. But it's pretty rare, and if they do, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so this area, Ember Valley, I've done quite a bit of exploring in, and I know that I can find radiant ore here, which is what I need to acquire that jetpack. So maybe we can pick up the resources to do that. Alright, not much going on here. Yeah, it's one of those loop games where you're just like, all right, I'll do one more loop before I quit, or you know, because it's so, Jesus, what is going on here? Because it's so satisfying to just play, you know, the act of playing it, not necessarily what you're doing, but just the actual feel of the game play is satisfying. Is kind of enough to keep you playing for a little bit longer than you normally would, because like I said, there's a lot of rough edges right now with this game, because it's, you know, it's in early access, and I'm hoping that they're going to smooth it out. I hope they're going, because there, like I said, there's quite a bit here to appreciate, because they have that gameplay down, and they just need to make the actual content of the game worth investing in. And I know that first game was extremely popular, so I'm hoping that they have a solid plan for this, and they aren't just gonna be like, you know, phone in a sequel or something like that, because they've already, I think it just came out in early access like last week or the week before. They've already sold like 300,000 copies, so this game is already a pretty big success, especially from a indie early access standpoint. I want all of the stuff that I'm doing, this satisfying gameplay, to mean something. And right now, it's not as much as I would really like it to. Like, I don't feel like it's meaning as much as it should, which means I'm ultimately not going to play it for as long as I would really want to. Like, eventually I'll just stop. I'll just stop playing it. I'll move on to something else that I feel is more worthy of my time. There's a free game on Xbox that this reminds me of called Island Saver, minus the farming. I've never heard of that, and I'll have to check that out. So this is what I'm talking about with like the satisfying loop kind of thing is like really what is at the core of why I like games like Stardew Valley, and even like when I get into Minecraft and stuff like that. Like, it's not 100% about what you're doing or what you're accomplishing. It's just, it's satisfying to do it, and that's what, you know, this game has down. And then if they can add a little bit of, you know, purpose to what you're actually accomplishing, then that's what turns a, you know, a pretty good game into a fantastic game. So this is a Gordo slime, and if I feed him enough fruit, he will explode and reveal something behind him, whether it be a secret passageway or some treasure or something like that. But you need to feed him quite a lot of whatever he wants. And I fed him some fruit, but not enough yet, so we're not quite ready. He's not quite satisfied yet. Yeah, like, exactly, like gameplay ASMR, but maybe a little less weird. But yeah, it's like a Zen kind of thing. It's like, doesn't really matter what you're doing, you're just doing it and it feels good. You know, it's a lot like, you know, what was satisfying, what ended up being satisfying with even like Breath of the Wild. You know, you weren't always accomplishing amazing things every time you played that game, but it was just fun to explore that world and see what was out there. And that is what's pretty satisfying about this game. Is that? What is that? That's a new thing. Oh, it's a big guy. Okay. I thought that was like a fire bat slime or something. I was like, what the heck? Like, so I'm in this area right now. These are feral slimes, so they're angry. They attack me. So it's dangerous here. But, you know, there might be some more rare resources to find or something. So it could be worth the effort to come in here and risk dying, risk possibly losing everything in my inventory, honestly, which I've done more times than I'd probably like to admit. Oh, there's some right here. I don't know what I need. I think getting that jetpack will be a big deal, because I think that will open up a lot of opportunities to traverse areas that maybe I've already been to, but will now be easier to get back to. Whereas right now I have to use these like water spouts to get to. Maybe I don't have to use those as much. Things like that. I also should load up on fruit and like at my base and bring it to that Largo slime and a Gordo slime, I mean that bat Gordo slime, and like figure out what's behind that. If you go to the map, you'll see that he shows up here on my map, So it's an important thing that shows up on your map. So, you know, you're incentivized to focus on that because, you know, it's important. They want you to be like, hey, go check this thing out, focus on this, because there's some sort of progression behind it, even though they really don't tutorialize a lot of that stuff. So like if you've played the first game or if you're familiar with it at all, like I was just barely familiar with it enough to know that, oh, I have to build these pins and put these slimes in it in order to, you know, get these resources to make money. So I knew that going in. So I had a little bit of a leg up, but if you're brand new to this series, they barely tutorialize you when you jump into this game. And I can see that being a kind of an issue if you're going into this, especially with it being free on Game Pass, which is nice, you know. If you have Game Pass, you can just jump in and try it out, but I also think it's going to turn a lot of people off because it kind of does just throw you in after a couple of minutes of tutorialization. It's really all you get. Yeah, I mean the new Sonic, it does apparently have Breath of the Wild vibes. It is kind of like a free roaming open world game, Sonic Frontiers. I think Sega themselves has said that it was somewhat of an inspiration, at least. I think that game looks terrible based on what they've put out so far, but you know, I don't really. I'm always happy to be surprised, I guess is what I'll say. All right, cool. So we got enough radiant ore, so we can now get the jetpack. All right, so look at this. We can now hover, and does that use my energy? I'm assuming. Yeah. All right. Alright, so the jetpack is more of a... it kind of, yeah, it definitely, it does boost you up a little bit. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't see... Holy chickens. Yeah, I don't see that Sonic Frontiers really blowing anybody away. Like you said, most 3D Sonics don't really do much. It's like what was it, Sonic the 2006 or whatever. What a absolute disaster. Like barely a game that was. So this kind of has those vibes based on what I've seen. It looks like it just like when you like there's quite a bit of gameplay out there actually, and it just looks like a game that has no cohesion to it. It's like two people, it's like a bunch of people making a game and no one communicating and being like, here's the plan, you know? kind of like, I don't know, kind of like how that Sonic 2006 game feels. It's like there was no one person that was like, hey, this game's not good, you know. What am I doing here? What? Oh, I know what's wrong. Like, no one's saying, this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't make sense. Like, people don't make games like this. But, hey, we'll see. It's supposed to come out this year. I don't know if they actually have a specific release date or not, but, I don't think I ever played Colors, but I did notice that they put out like a remake or a remaster, right? So maybe I can see about checking that out. So I do hear good things about Colors. Honestly, Sonic isn't that great at all. It's like none of it is very good. No hot take or whatever, but it just was not great. Oh god. I gotta stop playing this code. This is what happens when I play this game, is I just start just clicking buttons and doing crazy things. But yeah, so that's Slime Rancher. 2 specifically. And yeah, I think it has some good vibes to it. And I think I'm still going to keep playing it, mostly to do the exploration. Maybe not as much as I have been playing it. And I'm gonna keep paying attention to what they're doing with like updates and stuff like that, because I think it's got some potential going on there. But yeah, it's got some rough edges around like balancing and stuff like that, that I hope they figure out. But yeah, Slime Rancher, it's on Game Pass on PC and Xbox, so you can check it out there. It's also on Steam. I don't know if it's on other consoles. I'm not 100% sure. You'd have to check that out. But yeah, if you like the first one, it seems like it's more of that at the very least. Yes, Proteus is very good. That's like a throwback, like Doom Quake shooter. I think it finally came out of early access on PC and but it's still in kind of like early access on console. All right, so let's check out Moonscars. Moonscars, there we go. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to expect from this. Well, I know a little bit. It's supposed to be kind of like a Metroidvania, Souls-like kind of thing. So let's check it out. I haven't played it at all. Hopefully it all works and doesn't suck. All things double as they approach the essence.
You never come
kind of
to
went away.
murder on my knees these days. There are so few naturally perfect things. My poor friend, you were one of them. Here I feel as lonely as only a god can be. I was rejected by those I had made. I shaped them in the image of man. Clay, bone powder, and a drop of ichor. Just that was enough to make something mad. You've been tainted too, haven't you? No, don't say a thing. They've just taken too much after humans, of our darkness and malice. Now, they are all cleft with it. Maybe I am a god that failed. You're trying to soothe me. See, my loyal pristines should have returned a moon ago.
Well, this is a vibe.
None of the eight. Is that so? Yet Grey Irma lives. She can't be gone. As long as she lives, the communion is destined to happen. The moon will feed on them no more. For this will have to brave many, many moons to come. Shall we not, my friend?
No, we'll Grey Irma. There's a lot going on. Why did that? Oh, you can't see it, but a keyboard just popped up on my screen. What the hell? How do I get that off? And why did it pop up? Okay. That's weird. Hold for a charge attack. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Use ichor collected from foes to heal Grey Irma's wounds. I haven't been hit, so I don't have any wounds. Dark mirrors, you can save Irma's progress. Oh. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. But we're back to Gray Irma here. Let me turn this guy a little up. This game is not too bad. Oh, there we go. All right. It feels good, at least so far. Which are you needed? There we go. And the art style's pretty nice too. It's like it's pixely, but it's also like a painterly look to it. Butchery spoils ichor. Check blue ichor on ichor gauge. Okay. Irma can purge spoiled ichor by hitting foes with her sword. Note: spoiled ichor can't be used for healing. Okay. Reminds me a little bit of the what were those that game called Lee, I think you were familiar with it. Slain, that's it. That's the game I'm talking about. Yeah, that it reminds the art style reminds me a little bit of Slain, where it's like this kind of like blurry pixel art style that actually looks good. Perform a parry when enemies are about to hit you. Successful parries deal great damage. Note: only red eye attacks can be parried. RB. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the cutscene seems a little much. Item found. Throwback gemstone pushes foes further away during charged attacks. View and equip owned items in character tab. Okay. Oh, there's a map. Oh, oh God, that hurt a lot. What is that telling me? AAA? Yeah, Blasphemous 2. I never actually played that, but I did see that. I have seen like screenshots and I think trailers. Oh, all right. So yeah, I can. Oh. Oh, sneaky there. Whoa. Sneaky there with the wall jump. Memory mold. A memory of the clay-born species embodies the strange sort of matter, holds Irma's resentment toward their kin. Someone may be interested in this. Okay. Killing enemies will increase spite and give Irma various bonuses. Open the spite menu. Open the spite menu every time you reach a new level. Note Irma loses spite bonus upon death. Spite menu. Healing plus 25. Cruelty. Spell cost. Return. Healing probably is what I should go with first. Now, so I need 3,000 and I have 1,010. Okay, I need way more. What's over here? Okay, spike. Gray Irma shoots a stone projectile. Simple but steady. Irma's attacks temporarily become... Ooh, that sounds good. Let's go with that. Oh, shh. Ooh, okay, so that didn't kill me. Yeah, it does. It seems more forgiving, yeah, like you said, with damage taken. Although nailing this parry can be difficult with so many enemies coming at you. It seems like it's really piling on the enemies. Immediate recovery? Sure. There's also no stamina. So like I can do this seemingly like do this dodge move as much as I want. parry is a little weird. I didn't feel like felt like I was hitting it and it wasn't always activating. Climb? Oh, is that for this? Also, some of these prompts are a little confusingly placed. Yeah, it has a map, but I don't know. It's not really showing me where I'm supposed to go. Oh, maybe this way? Okay, yeah, alright. Camera. Oh, nice. Those guys were tough. Memory. Ravenous foes. Okay, that's what I just figured out. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus. I don't think I'm gonna deal with that. Die. Gotcha. Yeah, that, it actually feels pretty good. Oh, here's my weird kitty friend here. Hello? Kitty? Psst, 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 psst. If I know you, cat. Okay. What is this? A completely different place. Mold workshop. This moon forsaken place. That's gonna be my new thing. This moon forsaken place serves as a shelter to creatures, gray or meats. Check the workshop files. Okay, so this is like your sanctuary. What the heck? What in the world? Yeah, yep. On my, this is instantly game of the year. Cat material. Ah, cleft tusk, of course. Yeah, I did stray. I did a stream of it when it came out. I haven't gone back to it yet. I will eventually. It was cool. It's it's pretty basic, seems adventure game. 3D adventure game where you're a cat. Very realistic cat tech. Oh man. The cat is right. Claiborne. There's a lot going on here. The art style sort of reminds me a lot of a game called Death Trash, which is also in early access. It's like a Fallout 1 and 2 style RPG with this kind of pixel art style. Played a demo of it. It looks really cool. Discovered special weapons. Spear, hammer, harpoon. And stun seems the most useful. Wise gargoyle. Agitated gargoyle. Alright. There's definitely quite a bit going on here. I'll check out this new weapon. See what it's all about. Oh, I wonder, I should probably upgrade Dark Mirror. You can reinforce any Dark Mirror Irma has rested at. Warp between mirrors and learn witchery. I think I'm gonna save up actually. Whoa. Interesting. Oh boy. Oh, gee. He took himself out. That? Do I have to switch between those? Whoop. Oh, I died. Shit. Does that mean everyone's more difficult? Seems like it. Boy. Oh, I died again. Alright, well, I think that's gonna call it. This game seems pretty interesting. I can't quite get the parry right. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. See, there it worked alright. When it works really well. Yeah, that seems like whatever that Claiborne's were stronger thing meant that all the enemies are stronger now, so that's a little rough. It just doesn't seem like, so like for those flying guys, the parry doesn't seem like it happens fast enough. To like hurt them. Like to actually, I don't know. Jesus. Well, we were saying, Lee, about how these enemies weren't really doing much damage. Well, turns out we just weren't in it yet. I don't know what immediate recovery is. Oh, I did hit him. That was cool. Yeah, the music isn't all that inspire, that's for sure. What are you gonna say, Cat? This is my corpse? Ooh. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of shortcuts too, which is nice. Oh. Oh, I died. I'm gonna go get those souls back, or whatever they call it, dust, bone dust. All right. Oh, think that'll do it. This game seems pretty cool, like a pretty cool 2D Souls Metroidvania kind of thing. It's like not quite 100% Dark Souls because it's got like the map and is a little bit more in the Metroid style kind of exploration and shortcuts and stuff like that, but seems all right. A lot of weird lore stuff too, which could be pretty cool. So yeah, on Game Pass too. So Slime Rancher 2 and this Moonscars on Game Pass, so you can check them out on Game Pass if you got Game Pass, and also on, also available not on Game Pass if you just want to buy it. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and thanks for Derek and Lee for donating. We hit our goal of 250, so that's fantastic, and we're gonna keep going too. So we'll bump that goal up for next time, and yeah, so we're gonna keep raising money for those kids up until the end of the year. So we will. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.